very good afternoon of everyone present here. On behalf of our principal, teachers, and students, I extend a warm welcome to Mr. Vinod Kumar, District Secretary of Cadre Association and founder of Win Academy for Chess and Carry. I also extend my greetings to Mrs. Preeti Vinod, President of JV District Cadre Association. We look forward to the insightful session, ma'am. And sir, thank you, sir and ma'am, for being here with us this afternoon, and we welcome you all once again. Thank you.
Very good afternoon. Are you feeling sleepy? No, sir. You are feeling sleepy? I'm going to make you feel more sleepy. Okay. So they have some lights on this side of selfies. The lights, so you can see them. Okay. I am Vinod Kumar. The lights on 10 please. I want to see their faces. I am Vinod Kumar, District Cadre Secretary. How many of you played the game Cadre? And founder president of Win JSS Academy. Thank you. Basically, a tea counter. I'm agriculturist. You don't know what agriculture is? Yes? Okay. Today, why am I here? Anybody knows? No. Yes. No. Teachers?
Teachers how to play chess.
Okay, fine. Teachers how to play chess. Anybody else? You all seen the chess board, so it's something about chess. Right? Okay, any chess players in the school? Come on. Answer please. Okay. So I can see. Okay. Any carrot players? Okay, good. Fine, thank you. The reason I'm here is to give you awareness about chess and carrom. I have to give some more introduction about myself. I am an international chess player from the English. I am a trainer. I train in 15 countries. I have more than 3,700 students across the globe. And I am into carrom. I am a state badminton player. I am a state table tennis player. I am a snooker player. I'm a magician, I'm a movie producer, I'm a director. So on it goes, story goes on. And this is not blowing my own trumpet. This is the fact. The reason I'm telling this is, I am an agriculturist. When an agriculturist can do so many things, how much can you students do? Right? Okay. I am an international chess player, that's one thing. And what I have done is, I've taken babies generally to train chess. You can train 10 years old, 12 years old, 7, 8 years, right? Yes? I'm not your teacher, you're all my students. It's going to be interaction and discussion and understanding each other better, right? Yes? Yes? That's nice. So what I did is, I took a baby, I literally took a baby, 1-year-old baby, and I started training chess. Nobody's laughing. How can we train 1-year-old baby chess? Okay. This process kept on going. At the age of 3, that baby, what the baby did is, played a district level chess tournament. At the age of 3, do we go to school? No. 3.5 we go to school. But this baby played first district level tournament and won 1 point. At the age of 5, the baby started playing, learning and playing. At the age of 6, the baby became the first international player from the US in chess. At the age of 6, became champions. And this is a record that I have set. As a trainer and father of the baby, I have set a record which is yet to be broken. And this is more than 15 years. And I don't think anybody will be able to break it unless there is someone who wants you to break the record, right? And there is another baby. That baby I did not train chess. At the the age of 2, the baby started arranging the chessboard properly with the discipline of arranging inside the squares. That baby also made a debut at the age of 3 in the district level. At the age of 5, the baby played state championship and won 15-year-old player. Right? Why am I telling all these things? Blowing my own trumpet. Right? Yes? You know what is the meaning of blowing your own trumpet? Nobody is speaking. Nobody is speaking. What is the meaning of blowing my own trumpet? You just connected. Yes, ma'am. What is the meaning of blowing my own trumpet?
Talking too high of oneself.
Yes, it's talking self-praise. That's what I'm doing. The reason I'm doing this, then I get to train a young child and make someone at that age to achieve. You can also do it. Right? Yes or no? Okay, let's get into action. Now I need 5 to 10 chess players here to support me so the chess players can come forward. You can make it fast. Three are both fine. You can just come. You can go live. You can go to a live channel. Okay, I run a YouTube channel, so we are going to be live. You can watch me live there. Yeah, you can go right. Yeah, there. Okay, now before we proceed further, can we have silence?
Sit down. Hey, sit down.
Before I proceed further, I have to introduce about Madam, please. Madam, you want to introduce your name?
I'm Mrs. Preeti Vinod Kumar. Okay, Mrs. Preeti Vinod Kumar, Military District Chess Camp and Association President.
She is not go around trumpet, so I am going to go around trumpet. Okay, Madam is the president of Nilgiri District Camp Association. She is the first and only woman to become a chess arbiter for Tamil Nadu state from Nilgiri. She is the first and only woman to become the carom umpire for Nilgiri. She is the first and only woman from Nilgiri to become all India umpire. I am also all India umpire, but I am a male. Okay. And she is on the last step. That is the international umpire. We both are going to write the exam next year. And we both are going to be the first international umpire for Nilgiri. So why we are telling this? Because we have got the passion to achieve something, right? How many of you have passions towards anything in life? What is your passion? You just sit there. Now, become a basketball player. Love it. Anybody? Just go. Cricket, okay. Football. Cricketer. I know. Yes. Athlete, okay. Nobody wants this. Because it's sport. Okay, the reason I'm here today is I have to finish management. The reason we both are doing this is in the Nilgiri district. In the Nilgiri district, is there anything important there, boys? Anything important going on? I'd like to know. We have left our business to bring awareness in schools and colleges. So let's focus here. So Madam is a businesswoman. They can leave their voice. Mr. Mahalikam, everybody is focusing there. Madam is a businesswoman. She is the founder, family of homemade chocolates founders. How many of you eat chocolates? You can contact Madam. And she's got business all over India. She's got customers all over India and some countries too. So we have left that aside and come here to give an awareness program about chess. So I want all your attention here. You can ask me a question after I finish. Then we'll have an interaction session. Okay, now anybody is interested in just put your hand up. Because this is a slow game, not many will be interested. Okay, we have few players. We are all players. Nobody is like. Okay, now what I'm going to do today is give you an awareness about chess. Awareness about chess, that is from total basics. Mr. Mahali, please come forward, I want to speak. Total basics to. Okay. We are not done with anything. Please be seated. I want you to be seated. Be asking questions. First of all, I want to thank Mahalingam for taking the initiative to get this organized. Before Mahalingam, I have to thank the principal, Madam Anita, for giving the opportunity to you students to know something about chess and carrom. So big thanks. I will be seated. So, in any field, any cricketers, okay. I am a cricket captain, so you know, like I am a captain of cricket team. It's called Bombay Castle Cricket Team. I am all from the. How long I will be playing cricket? Now, no. Get out. Okay, anybody gets out. How long you have been practicing cricket?
8 years.
8 years. You?
5 years.
What age?
13 years.
13 years. Okay, any cricket players inside girls? No cricketers. Okay, fine. You don't want any noise. Anybody who wants to stay, just put your hand up. How many years have you been learning cricket? 2 years, okay. Anybody more than 5 years studying, practicing cricket? Just put your hand up, okay. Any footballers? Okay. What is the period that you've been learning football? Practicing, playing?
4 years.
4 years, okay. Minimum it is 2 or 3 or 4 years. Fine. Sir, I want to come here. Two, what are you specialists in? Football, okay. Now, what age do you take, you practice football?
Under 14 and
No, no, what age is not any age or like particular age? Okay. Now, how long do you think it will take a child, any age, there will be any age, to make a football player? How long does it take?
depends upon the districts actually.
Depends on the
District.
district. Oh, okay.
They want to increase the regularly.
Okay.
We go to Bangalore, we can't tell them because they are particularly and other things are doing.
Fine.
So here it takes basic, from basic it takes 6 to 1 years.
6 months. Okay. Fine. The reason I'm asking this is, generally it takes 6 months to 1 year to know a little bit of anything, not football cricket. You can take any amount of time. But my question is, if you want one person here, I'm not talking about district, state or national, one person from your school to make an international player, how long does he need to work? Say anything, it can be football, cricket, whatever it is. To make any student an international achiever, he can play international level. How long does it take?
The students are interested in that.
Yes.
They are giving their times.
Time. Okay.
Students
Students are giving their time. They have like how many hours per day?
morning section.
No, how many hours per day? 1.5 hours per day. They're all okay. Are you all okay to become international footballers? Yes? Yes, okay, there is.
One session, 1 hour.
One session, 1.5 hours. Yes, yes.
2 sessions per day.
2 sessions per day. So 3 hours per day. How many months? Yes? More than 6 months. Right. Okay, great.
They are already trained.
Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, fine. Okay. Now here is, thank you. You can be here and ask me questions. Here is the, where you're making me laugh. Where is laugh? Huh? Okay, the reason I'm here is, madam, how many dull students you have? Which class are you training now?
I teach 11th and 12th.
11th and 12th. Do you have any dull students? I can ask you this question. You don't have to name who, I'll show them.
I would never call any student about
That's okay, fine. That's all. I like this answer. I mean, the dull is doing little bad. But I want to know because I'm going to show something now. So you will know why I asked that. Fine, thank you. Anybody who thought slightly, everybody's fun.
Everybody is equally active, sir.
Oh, fine. So that's a big hand. Let's give a big hand for this. Now, when I do lectures or speeches in some schools, I ask the students and teachers, is there anybody dull? Dull means I'm talking about getting 30 to 40 marks. Nobody gets 30 to 40 marks here. All getting a distinction. All opposed. Okay, now let us call slightly below average. 50 marks out of 100 anybody. 50 marks. The reason I'm asking is, I'm going to show you something quick now. Anybody is getting 50 marks out of 100? Lovely. Give them a big hand, please. Come forward. Come. All the way. You take the seat here. The reason I got him is, he said he is getting 50 or slightly low. No problem. What's your name?
Sabyesh.
Let's give him a big hand again. I'm not insulting him. I'm showing you something beautiful which you have never seen in life. Okay? Now, Madam has got our student, but I got it done. Are you interested? Okay, what I do is, I take students below average, right? And make them international players. That's why I asked the question. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, now we take him. Genius are always genius, right? You don't have to teach them big things. On the spot, they can. Now, if I take him, and if I make him an international test player, will you all be shocked? Shocked or are you sleepy? Come on, like that. Not serious. So I'm taking him as a challenge. You're interested in chess? Oh yes. He is interested in chess. That's all the right term. Nobody speaks. So I'm taking this boy as a challenge and I'm trying to make him an international chess player. So how long does it take for anybody to make a dull student or a slightly average student? How long do you think to make in chess? Now, of course, see, 6 months in football or whatever it is, chess.
Actually, it has to be more basic things.
Okay.
So if they are like know the basic things, I can try them.
Okay. Now I am going to convert him, right? The 50% hero who only stood up. I am going to make him an international player, chess player, and also play him in carom within 1 month. Is that a shock? You are not shocked? Shocked or not? This is the chance I take. That was why the question was ma'am. So we can clap and for ma'am again for what have we given. Are you ready? My challenge is only 1 hour per day. Do you have love? Do you have love? Towards God. Towards no one. My point is not coming you. Love towards the game. You have love towards the game? Chess. It's a slow game. It's not ice hockey or football. Slow game. We have patience. We have passion. Passion. This is slow game. Yes, that's the mind. No. You should have all these things. If you have love, passion, and patience towards the game, I can make all of you play internationals within 10 classes of mine, which is only 1 hour per day. Anybody is interested? And the biggest beauty is, it is absolutely free. I'm not charging a rupee. Yeah. Generally, my fees in other countries is 1 lakh rupees per year per student. 1 lakh rupees per year per student. I have interest Raji was in the United Kingdom, Dubai, Australia, US, a few other countries. But each one pays slightly 1 to 1.5 lakhs per year. But for Dale Grace and this school, Dale Grace and this school is absolutely free. Use me or lose me. But use me, don't lose me. Fine. Thank you. You please sit here. So now, am I boring? Okay. We are just going to learn a little bit of basics. Right. So far, just a campus free, and I'm also planning to conduct an international event in this school. I saw the dining hall, it was very nice. I can even organize there. So you might, in 2026 or 27, you might have an international event in the school, provided the school is interested, and you can all be a part of my event. This is organized by my academy. It's called JSS Academy. If you all want to play internationals, I give you training, little training, and you can upgrade yourself. Right? Okay. Now, why I call these public people? Please come over. Why I call them? Come. Yeah. You can see the okay, you are just this. Can you open this book? Come. Okay. Now we are going to learn the basics within 10 minutes. Ready? This is for total pressure. That means, how many of you seen the chessboard? Only seen the chessboard to answer. How many of us? You are all seeing the chessboard. You can tell I have seen the chessboard. Everybody should put your hands up. This is a chessboard. You can put. Okay, how many of you have seen chessboard? No, those who put your hands up. What of you are not seeing chessboard? That's a chessboard. Okay. Now I am going to teach. Thank you. Now I am going to teach chess for all of you. Within 10 minutes, you will know the basics. 10 to 15 minutes. You can just understand it. Don't go very serious. Take it like a story and make it a story. So, who's played school level chess? Oh, which one of you has played school level chess? You have said this. Okay, there are also none of you have played school level chess. Is this correct? Fine. You not played any other. Day scholars, borders. All this is fine. Okay, fine. Not a problem. So this is a chessboard. They are all given to chess. And what is it made of? Paper. What is it made of? Your feeling. Okay, this is let's call it a mat, right? Chess mat. And what it contains? What? Rubber, okay. It contains rubber. There's a rubber. So I mean, what can we see here? What? Circle. Square. Okay, there are squares here. We come into a forward. Okay, we can see the squares. Anybody knows how many squares are there in the chessboard? 64 squares. And what are those squares? Black and white, green and white, red and white, there's always white. So we call it dark shade and light shade. Okay. 64 squares, dark shade, how many dark and how many light? 32 dark, 32 light. So far, go down. Very simple. And what you see here, you can see something there. Can you all see here? Letters. Okay. You can have one mic. You can get one mic for you. So we see letters and numbers. Okay. Come this side. Mic can be given to all of you. So we have letters and numbers on the chessboard. Okay. Why is it that you can get this?
To check the place.
To check the place, you can hold right or you can hold and keep it next to one. Yeah.
To check where the.
Or you can come with more forward if you are not. So we can, if you are tired, you can just back.
For other to see where we move.
They are our main players.
Oh, are they? I want you to come here, man. Come. These boys.
Yes, sir. Take the mic.
Come. I thought you were. So we have so many questions. Let's. Are you all playing? Come. I want here. The government will go behind. Okay, who's played school level chess? Okay, now with this, it's a discussion only. Okay, we have a chessboard, we have dark and light squares, we have alphabets, numbers. Why do we have alphabets and numbers? Fine. Yeah, Rosie, I just think, right now to be a hero. Come.
During the match or the after the match, we have to check the pieces, or we have to correct the corrections, what are they, or if there are any illegal term in the game, during the game,
Okay.
so we can check the notations.
Okay, so, any other explanation? Anybody wants to tell something more about it? No. Okay, now how do we, what's the meaning of notation?
No, sir.
No. How do we do that in India?
For every pieces, we have a starting letter, like for root, we have R, for right, we have B, for bishop, we have B. So for pawn, we don't have, so we just keep the blocks and like E4, E5.
Now, we have to understand one thing, the board is made of 62 squares, and each square is got a name. You can come forward, let us see that. So each square has got a name. You are all learning just the very basics, which takes months to learn. They are just going to finish another 10 minutes time. So each square has got a name. We have square names. So we have this square. How do we name that? A8. Why it's A8?
Because it is representing A and the 8 numbers.
Whatever. Yeah. So each rank, we call rank, will have white on top. We'll have white on top. Maybe you cannot see this is white side, this is black side. So each square has got a name. And if you touch this square, what are the letter and the number? That's what we have to know. Because this training nobody teaches. Has anybody, any other chess player been taught this? Any other chess player have you been taught this one? Because they didn't just start playing. The coaches. It is just, yeah. Okay, you learn from YouTube. Okay, wonderful. And your brother, okay. So each square has got a name. If you learn this in a systematic order, you can develop to achieve as an international player. So this square is called A and 1. Okay. Now you take this one. If you can see, keep it anywhere you want. Any of the squares. Just take it so that okay, what is this square?
E4.
E4. Okay, you place it at the first rank. What is this square? Can you see the board, the letters? We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I want you to place, you can tell me which square is on. Good? Any square you want, and I want you to. C6, okay. Next square. You place it properly so that they can. D5, wonderful. Next. C8, super. F7, okay. Then. Now. D2. Okay, now you have learned what generally people learn in 6 months, you have learned. Okay? Right? Okay. Because when they come to notations, people are scared, they start shivering. But I am teaching the international standard tools, what you have to do. How many cricket players? Okay. A cricket batsman, what does he do? A batsman bats, what it is? Yes? He bats, the ball is going towards the boundary. What does he do? Okay, the ball is going, it's not boundary. Ball is happening, what does he do? You know, between the wickets, right? Similarly, in chess, I'm speaking about international chess, not local chess. In chess, we make a move, there is a chess clock, we make a move, there is a clock, chess clock, and then we write notations. 3 things. If you tell I'm only going to play just the moves, there is no use. You are not going to become an international player. Because in the daily race, what happens is, as an arbiter, Tamil Nadu state arbiter, I see children playing chess. Without any training, they just come and play. What they do is, they just play, they make the moves, finish the game and go. Then we keep the clock. I go on as an arbiter, I don't keep the clock. They start shivering. Literally they shiver. And they forget the year. See the clock, you know what's the chess clock? This is a chess clock. Where is the chess clock placed? On the right side of black plate. So the clock comes here, and you can see there are just explain as I speak. The clock has two timers. Here is 1 hour. I'm just showing you. 1 hour is before the start of the game. So this is white player side, this is black player side. So once the player plays, white player plays his move, he makes the move, he has to press the clock. So the game starts with 1 hour each. And as soon as we make the move, our time stops and the opponent's time starts reducing. So what we need to do, white made a move on the board, press the clock. So here the time is reducing. What I need to do as a black player, I have to make my move and press my clock, right? So this keeps happening till 30, 40, 50, whatever goes on. And during the game, if you forget to press the clock, what will happen? The time is going. So what happens? The time will come to zero at some point. Right? When the clock falls to zero, that means the opponent wins. We are not getting deep into it, there is more to learn, so much to learn. So once the clock goes to zero, we lose the game. So we have to focus on time. Generally from the black right hand side, we keep the clock. So once you make a move, press the clock, write the rotation. These three things are compulsory. Even if you play Tamil Nadu State Championship, if you are even 5 years old, you have to write rotations. Otherwise, you cannot play the tournament. So this training in English nobody does. So I am giving that level of training from the beginning. So it becomes easy, but it will become a habit. Okay. Now we know this clock, this board, and the notations, square names. Now we get into the men, chess men. We don't call chess bodies, we call chess men. What are the different chess men we have on the chessboard? What are the different men we have? Your name? Samiksha is going to explain the different types of men. Yes. You help me with that. You are going to ask Samiksha a question, and she is going to answer the drink one.
What is this response?
Knight,
This one?
rook,
Yes.
king,
I want you to show even that so that you can all
This one?
pawn,
okay, what is this?
queen, bishop, knight, rook,
Same on the black side?
this,
Now, how do we differentiate the different types of men? You heard that, you watch them? Do you understand what are the men called? Yes? No? Yes or no? Let's say everything is sleeping. The focus light will be there. Nobody is speaking. Sleeping and sleeping. Yeah. How do we differentiate the men?
So on these things you have
What?
this is in the way this is black bishop, so you can only move in the diagonals.
Now, we will make very simple. There are two tall pieces. This can be taught to children of 3 years. If anybody has children in the house, just follow this, teach them slowly. So that at the age of 5, they become good players. There are two tall pieces. One is called the king. The other one is called the. How do we differentiate a king and a queen? How do we differentiate the king and the queen?
The king will have a cross on the head.
Okay, the king is got a cross on the head. The head is a cross. The queen?
The queen has a
Queen has a.
crown shape.
Then we can speak.
The queen has a crown shape.
Okay, we can see that's a crown. Right? The king is the tallest piece, slightly taller than the queen. With a cross, the queen is got a crown. So that is the king and queen. Thank you. Now, this is easy to understand. What is this? Horse. But in the chess terms, we call it knight. K-N-I-G-H-T, knight. Fine. This one is called rook. Okay. But generally, they call it elephant. Elephant. We call them R-O-O-K, rook. Ministers, in chess it is bishop. Soldiers, in chess it's called P-A-W-N, pawn. Any doubts so far? You all will be different chess player, right? Now, what's next to be done? We know the chess board and this square means. We know the how to move the chess pieces. Right, wonderful. Okay, now which piece should I go with first? Pawn. Pawn?
Pawn and
Pawn and
knight.
knight, okay. That's the first one. Pawn, okay. But what I do is I go with the queen first. Because queen is the costliest piece on the chessboard. Okay, how does the queen move on a chessboard? How does the queen move on a chessboard? Fast. Fast.
Queen can move front, back,
Front, back,
cross.
cross. Okay, how does the queen move on a chessboard? Yes.
It can move, it cannot move only on its shape. It can move other shape.
Next. Good. Next.
It can move both like a rook and a bishop.
It
But
can
it
move.
can't move like a knight.
It can move. Come again, please.
It can move both like a bishop and a rook, but it can't move like a knight.
Good, very nice. But I don't know how the rook moves and how the bishop moves.
A rook moves only.
Okay. Yeah. And making it simple. Just simplify for everyone.
It moves in diagonals and it's 4 directions.
Okay. Anybody will take it on. Making it very simple. You can speak. Whatever you know, you can speak. It's not nobody's going to speak. Anything you want to speak. No? Okay, I make it very simple. The queen moves in all directions. N number of squares. Tell me. The queen moves n number of squares in all directions. Repeat. In all directions. N number of squares. That means it can travel any number of squares. Right? Even better now. Just show me how to just keep the queen here. Keep it here. So. Yeah, make it even more simple. The queen moves front. Queen moves. The chessboard is here. The queen moves front. Queen moves back. The queen moves sideways. And the queen moves diagonal. N number of squares. That means many squares at a time. Understood? Simple? Understood? Simple? That's okay. Okay. Next we are going to the king. Anybody taking book? Yeah, you can speak. Anybody can speak. Keep the king there.
It moves to the neighboring squares, which is 9.
Okay, fine. Good answer. Yes.
You can move just once going the one at a time. It's surrounding the space.
Surroundings. Okay. There is no big difference between the king and queen. The queen moves many squares, but the king moves only one square at a given time. For example, if the king is here, it can go sideways only one square at a time. Yeah. Run. Go back. Always come there, go back. Starting position. Goes here. Goes, comes. Run. Diagonal. Diagonal. Okay? King and queen finished? Done? Okay, next, what's the next piece? Bishop. But I will go for the rook. So we rook. Okay, how does the rook move? Right side. Okay. Then this big. No,
The
no,
rook moves only straight. It can't move cross. The rook moves only straight, but it can't move diagonally. It can move like the queen, but not diagonally. Only straight.
Improvement then. Want to give any improvement then? Okay. We'll make this. The rook moves front, back, sideways. Simpler. Front, back, sideways. Rook does not move, no diagonal. Diagonal is the cross. Understood? Okay. King, queen, rook is done. What is next? Go for bishop. Bishop. Cross. There are two bishops, one on the light square, one on the dark square. They only move on only move diagonally n number of squares on the same square material. So we have the two bishops placed initially. Okay, you can see that in the initial stage there are two bishops, one on a light square, one on a dark square. So they cannot jump to the other squares. So if you are a light square and a dark square, right? Done. Next. What is the next piece? Knight. Okay. How does the knight move? L-shaped. Lovely. Show me a L from there. Okay. Now this is the original starting position of the chess game. So you can move it here. That's an L. One more move. Okay. We have two L shapes. Can you see the L shape there? Okay. Next. There is another L. Right. So the right moves in L shape. Don't worry. We are not going so deep again. So let's keep the right. What is the last piece? Pawn. How does the pawn move? Well, Mike, you can speak.
The pawn which has not moved yet at the start of the game, at the start of the game can fly front, but it cannot move backwards. And if after it moves twice front, it can't move twice again. And if it reaches the end of the board, the opposite end of the board can change it to any other thing.
Right. Lovely. So now you are going to this. Okay, the starting position of the pawns. Okay, there are 8 pawns in the second rank. This is called rank. All these numbers are called ranks. And what are A to H called? A, B, C, D, E, F. Columns, but in just we call files. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 8 is called ranks. So all the pawns, initially white pawns are on second rank. Black pawns on seventh rank. So far, so good. Okay, the pawn which is in the starting position can move 2 squares in the starting position. Understood? No. Okay. That means the pawn can go like this. Once it moves 2 squares in the starting position, from there it is only 1 square. And the pawn can reach up to the 8th rank. Once you reach to 8th rank, you can convert to any other piece. It can be a queen. You can convert to a queen, knight, rook, bishop, all these pieces. You cannot make another king because there's only one king in the game. And also you cannot keep the pawn as it is. Right? Okay. Now once you move the pawn to two squares, or one square, that is the player's choice, from then onwards it goes only one square at a time. The pawn cannot go backwards. You move it, cannot go backwards. And there is something called capture. What is capture? What is capture? Cutting the opponent's piece. Cutting. How many of you know cutting? Killing. So you just call capture. That means if there is a pawn here, if I move my pawn here, this pawn can be captured like this and given up to the board. That is called capture. We are not going deep again. This one. Right? Okay, now we know.
When only pawns can capture in a different position from where we do. Every other piece will capture back if they are able to go. Like a bishop, if it's in this
Okay,
way.
show me. Nice point. Show me the position. Right.
For example, if a bishop is in this here.
Okay, the white bishop is here. Okay.
And if another piece is here,
What piece you want?
if that pawn can be captured through this place.
Okay.
If it's in another place from where the bishop is, it cannot be captured.
Okay, that is good. What do you want to tell about the pawn?
But only the pawn can go in a different direction and capture.
Okay, pawn captures diagonally. You cannot jump on top. That's like so there's a black pawn here, there's a white pawn here. So when move the black pawn one step forward, so now I can capture like this. Pawn goes over. Now keep the pawn here. Now push forward. Now I cannot capture the pawn. Both the pawns are stuck. Okay, right? That's what you want. Okay. Good one. But I can understand the way you said. Thank you. So now we know that there's both the squares, the chess pieces, and how they move. What next? What is next? How they capture. Okay, how they capture. Show me capture. Yes. You give her what you want. No, you keep the pieces. You keep the right picture. Yes. You will speak. What you want, they will give you.
If there is a knight here and a rook here, and if the rook moves front where the knight can move, the knight will capture the rook.
Okay, nice, very nice. Now, okay, so you should ask for a black knight or different colors, right? No. You give the mic, so she will speak and she will show. You hold the mic for her, she's explaining how to. You speak. Same thing you speak, my card.
So if the knight is here and the rook is here, so the knight can capture the rook through the space. And if there is no place for the knight to capture the rook is in a different place, then the rook can capture the knight. If it's in the place where the rook can go.
Right? Okay. Let's.
Sir, first rules of
Okay, there are more rules which we don't have, we're not trying to explain. I will be doing special for all of you because they are called one person. It's not a message. It's a French term. It's called one person. And I'm not going to deep again because you only want to understand that. There is not easy. For those who want to improve, Mahalingam, we will have just an idea of what you can do. For those of you who want to improve with my free training, not charging a penny, you can give your names to Mr. Mahalingam and he will get in touch with me. I come to train you and we will see what the next event that you have to train the schools. The schools visit and take from them. stops. There's no room. Because generally what these people do is they play a chess on school level. And once the school level tournament is over, they forget chess. Then they go to the next game. Again the same story. What happens? Are we improving? No. Good. Loud. Loud. Fine. Huh? No. So what I am doing is, I will be conducting tournaments, mainly chess and carom, every month. So this month it is a chess tournament. Next month is a carom tournament. I will be giving opportunity for all the schools in the countries who are willing to develop their children in different fields of sports or games or whatever it is. So now let's just slightly move to carom. Because this is a slow game that we need patience. We don't have. Even we don't have time to watch Instagram videos, right? We go fast. Right? Yes or no? That's what everybody says, yes. So long this nobody is talking. So even for Instagram reels, it's slightly more in the first 2-3 seconds. What we do? Skip. So we will slightly change to carom for 5 minutes break from chess. Carom players. Okay. Next month we are going to conduct. Okay. Next month we are going to conduct a carom tournament. As again I said, I am a state player, national carom player, international online carom player. It's not with the mobile phones. When I ask children, do you play carom? Immediately what they ask, sir, which answer? They always think about mobile phone games. I tell you about the real games. So what happens? Why do we need chess and carom? Anybody get it? Why? Answer, but why do we play chess and carom? Chess can improve knowledge. How does it improve knowledge? Anybody else?
It can help us think of strategies.
Silence, please.
We strategizing and we develop.
How? Focus. Lovely. Give a big hand. Focus. Next. We don't want the sentence. We just have one word. Focus. Then. Concentration. Of content. Yes. Patience for that. Then. We don't want to make noise. Thinking, okay. What else we can tell? Yes. Analytical thinking, okay, I don't know what it is. Okay. That means you're not going slowly, make it very simple. What else? Strategizing, okay. Now I make it even simpler. Chess is needed for who? Who needs chess? When I speak to big crowds, what I tell is, chess is for everybody. Why? We can focus, practice properly. We can focus, concentration, keep going on. And I tell chess is needed by doctors. How many of you know who a doctor is? What is a doctor? A surgeon. A doctor who is a surgeon. Don't know who a doctor is. Doctor. How many of you seen doctor? Everybody is seen doctor. Okay. A doctor needs chess. And I need silence. Doctor needs chess, I need silence. The doctor needs chess because he has to, before the surgeon, just assume he is a surgeon. What he has to do? He has to what? Operate. He has to operate. That's what he's going to do. As a doctor, he's going to do. He has to focus on the operation. Then what? Who said? Well, who said man? Man. Let's give a big hand to man. I want this. Okay. Lovely. The first thing we need is a plan. Why? Without a plan, nothing will happen. You are all coming to school. What do you do? Listen, come. Go. Come, go. Right? Right. You plan today evening what time you have to get up or wake up, what you have to do, what you have to wear, what you have to take, so on. You plan. Do your parents plan for you? You have to plan what notebook I should take, what book I should take, what socks I should wear. So the plan is very important in everybody's life. So I tell a doctor needs a test, needs to know this. Okay, if the doctor is not planning things properly, he has to do surgery. He has time. So if he plans an operation for 2 hours and if it takes 8 hours, what happens? Operation success, patient no more. So operation, you all understand that? Operation success, patient closed. So we don't want to do this. So we have proper plans. If you do not plan, everything is a total waste. How many plans we have for the year? Madam is my wife. Okay. Madam, wife. How many plans we have for this year? Generally asking plans.
Plans about the total. Yeah, 1,000 plans.
1,000 plans.
More than 1,000.
More than 1,000 plans. We keep planning. How do we plan? We write it down. How many papers notebooks we have? My bag is full of papers. My bag is full of papers. Not writing. So we write it, list things to do. You know things to do? Yes. Now we all know it in the mobile phone, which is easier. So we write, we make a plan, and we will work on it. See, if you plan too many things, what happens? We'll get confused. So what we do is, we'll make a plan simpler. Step by step. What needs to be done next? What do you do? Hero. All these 2 heroes. Hero sitting in the front bench and making fun plan. Okay, first step is, in the plan, we need to only focus on God. I want to reach there. What do I need to do? First I have to move from here. Then this step. If I think about that, can I fly there? So that plan is requiring chess. So in chess, what the grandmaster is, how many of you know what the grandmaster is? How?
However, just play is good.
Okay, the top level chess players are called grandmasters, masters, international masters, IM, mid masters, world champions, super G, and so on. What they do in the game of chess is, as soon as they come to the chessboard, they are prepared because they have a plan, right? So they know what the next 40 moves on the chessboard. So they will always calculate. He plays this, I play this, keeps on, until 40 moves. But I'm giving a super secret. How many of you want to play world champion? Who is the current world champion? Yes. Carlton, Mukesh. Magnus Carlton, previous world champion then. Mukesh. Who is Mukesh? Here. How many of you clap dance when Mukesh became the world's youngest grandmaster and champion? Anybody clap dance? We will clap dance. Not we will clap dance. We will have silence. How many of you clap dance when Mukesh became the world champion? You all clap. What's your age? Okay, why did you become a world champion? Because he didn't get, he got it, he started working. He became a world champion. He also watched something not really so good called IPL. Okay? Who is a highly paid IPL player? Dhoni. Second highest player. Okay, hands up. Okay, second highest paid cricket player for IPL. like who's that? Suresh Vega. Third place. Yes? Jadeja, okay. Keeps going. Now, they are playing cricket. They are playing cricket and earning money. You're all cricket lovers. But are we earning money? Yes? We're earning. No. So, we waste time and keep watching others. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Oh, 6. Oh, they won the cup. But why are we not winning? We can also do that. When Mukesh becomes the world champion, you can also become world champion. Right? I was with Mukesh when he was 7 years old. We were all there. My wife, myself, my 2 sons. It was a tournament at Hosur, I think. Hosur, amazing, very good. He did so well. We were not close. He won it was 1,500 rating. You all know what rating is? You can use the mic all the time.
Rating are given to the testers who achieve rank, who beats the rank.
Okay. In chess, there is something called ranking. So when you play, it's called a FIDE. It's the international control body. It's called FIDE. FIDE. It gives you a ranking for all the players. So that is, when you win a strong player, you will be increasing your rating. So this guy Mukesh was only 7 years old. He won some tournament. He got 5th place or something. Top tournament. It was strong tournament. And we told my son and my wife and Ravi, this boy is going to become someone. Remember, he was wearing a red dress. I will show you that. I have a picture. And he's become the world's youngest world champion. Right? You're not happy? Now, how many people want to become world champion like Mukesh? Nobody. Okay. In the Nilgiris, when I played, I travel other states and districts. We always tell, we play chess and carom. My sons are into carom, chess and badminton. Currently, both my sons are the district badminton open category winners, not NIH, open category. I'll show you the cups later. So when we go to play tournaments, they keep asking, Tamil Nadu Carom Association keep asking, sir, in the Nilgiris, what's the population? Anybody knows Nilgiris population? Google. Immediately Google. Anybody there? Okay, Nilgiris population is about 7 to 8 lakhs. About 7 lakhs. And the question that we are repeatedly asked is, are there only 4 of you to participate from the Nilgiris? Playing chess, playing carom. Yes? They keep asking. So this time what I am going to do is, I am going to take a few players in carom to play Tamil Nadu State Championship. Interested answer. Okay, why do we need to play interested in whatever? Why do we play carom? What happens when you play the state championship? You get something called certificate of participation. And what you can do with that? You can go keep it in the house here. Right. That certificate can be used as, okay, after school, what are we going to do? College. When you go to college, you can tell. When you go to college, you can show and I played the Tamil Nadu State Championship. Give me a concession, right? Colleges have to pay a lot of money. Initially, they ask, what is the government? Initially, they ask donation. I have made a few girls of my students of mine to receive that donation amount to 50%. So one of the girls who joined PhD college, she was written on 10 lakhs they asked as donation. Because of her chess, she got 10 lakhs written on. No 10 lakhs. Is it okay? Not bad. Her parents were happy? Or they crying? Happy because they saved 10 lakh rupees in their pocket. Otherwise, they have to spend 10 lakh rupees. So for that, will you take effort? No. You will not do it. That's why parents pay. They are not do that. They are ready to pay. So little bit of time, 15 to 20 minutes of every day can turn you into something beautiful. Another girl who joined CSA college, CSA, she has to go to college by school bus because she achieved something in chess. I spoke, they give 4 years of no bus fare. Right? You are paying bus fees or bus is giving you free? Bus fee or free. Now you get no bus free means your parents save some money. Every month 1,000 rupees. You can buy a nice Nike shoe. Yeah? So this is why you are going to go to chess and carom. Now let's have next few minutes as interaction. Another thing is how many of, okay, we have a few people asking questions. After you finish school, thank you, ma'am. Nice point. After we finish school, what are you going to do? After I finish school, what are you going to do? College. But after I finish school, I go home. How many of you want to go home? Okay, that's the joke. So when we finish school, we go to college. I would like some beautiful silence. After school, we go to college. Why? Because another system. Right? School, college, then what more course? To upgrade our standard. Then what we do? Job. So we go to those who are very busy, we are going to college. Which college they are planning? Which college you want to go, guys? You are busy. Which college you want to join? Okay. School, college, a degree, then higher degree, then finally what you want to do? Job. Will you all get a job immediately? No, there is no jobs. AI, what is AI? And everybody knows because there is the mobile phone, that's only can be artificial intelligence. Okay. So we are looking for jobs. Is everybody getting a job immediately? No. Yes or no? Not everybody is getting jobs. But in the field of sports, this in the sports field, there is something called Form 2, Form 1. Anybody knows what is Form 2, Form 1? Anybody? Form 2, Form 1?
I have a guess.
Yes.
Well, maybe how much what achievements they have done.
In the field of.
Sports. That's just a guess.
Oh, that's nice. Good guess. The way when you achieve in the field of any sport, in chess and carom, so many students who are below 15 and 16 have got a job already. They are getting salary. Are you all not shocked? Get shocked. Oh, get a job. That's everybody is okay. Okay, let them do. I'm talking about other districts other than JPs. Children of 15 years of age, boys, girls, they are getting salary. Who is paying them? No idea. Because they are not government. Government is doing oil companies. Any oil companies there? Bharat Oil, Postal Department, banks, so on, private government companies. What they do is, come here please. Come, make a daughter. She is a girl from, please come. She is a girl from, please. She is a character, let's ask you. She goes and plays a state championship, right? What do? You win the championship. Okay? And then what she does, she goes to national with the Tamil Nadu Carom Association, takes a talk about Carom, that's not confusing. Carom, the Tamil Nadu Carom Association takes her to national level. National she wins. What she get? Mike in the form.
National.
She gets national certificate then.
Also cash prize.
Cash prize she gets, yes, then. Okay.
To go higher.
she gets the opportunity to go higher court. Then, okay, now she is one of the championship and talking about governments championship. Tamil Nadu state champion, Indian national champion. Then what happens is she can represent the country and play World Cup. You know what World Cup is? Who won the current World Cup? Cricket. Australia. Okay. So she can play the World Cup and become the world champion. Okay, I need it for silence. She can become. She also get something called Form 1. What's her age? She is 20 years. When she becomes a major, what age she become major? 18. So once she is 18, completed, she has a job immediately. How many of you are wanting job at the age of 18? Nobody wants. She wants to. Because she is a world champion. And now, because she has become a world champion at the age of 12, boys, at the age of 12, she has become the world champion. From now onwards, some corporate company will take I have a corporate company, come I give you salary. You please wear this t-shirt, my chest t-shirt, and you pay actually roughly 20,000 rupees salary. So every month you get 20,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees salary can be open for that. All she has to do is wear the t-shirt that I give because I have a logo in that. Will you be happy to do that? So it is happy, go. I'm giving you monthly salary 20,000 rupees because you are a good student or a candidate. So you have to wear my t-shirt and play. Are you okay? Yes? No. She's okay. So because she's getting 20,000 rupees, nothing she's doing. She's getting 20,000 rupees. Anybody wants to do all like that or? So, let her become champion, you don't need that much for her. How many of you will have? But this is the opportunity that you get in JSS Gap. Many PTs, principals, correspondents when I speak, they do not know. There is something is happening. Gap. Okay, thank you very much. Become a Gap players. Okay, the current, I will finish another 5-10 minutes and I want different questions. I will come to you, or if you don't ask me questions, I will come to you and ask, I will make you speak something. So be ready with questions about JSS Gap. If you don't ask me questions, I will ask you questions and I will make you speak. Okay. Who is the current world Gap champion? Anybody knows who is the current world Gap champion? If you know, you can put your hands up. There is no guesses, you cannot guess. Who is the current world Gap champion? Nobody knows. Yes? Why do I know all these things? I know the current world Gap champion. Why do I know? Why do I know? You don't know. Because I read and I upgrade every day. I read new things. I upgrade myself every single second. So that's why I know almost everything. Right. The current world champion is a young girl. Once it is silent, the current world is. I encourage people when they are trying, they don't have to be right, they don't have to be perfect. First thing is you have to try. Rashmi Kumari, okay. She is previous, she is a senior there. Okay, will you Google that? No, you don't have to that. Every people do that. Okay, well done. The current world Gap champion is a young girl. This is very important. So, audience, the current world champion is a young girl who is only 17 years. When I tell Gap champion, world champion, there is no age. Because when we have a government, do we have inter-school sports? Inter-school chess? Okay, what are the categories? Under 13?
13 under 15 under 17 over 10.
Okay, under 13, under 15.
Under 17.
Okay, fine. But in world championship, World Cup, there is no age for chess and carom. That simply means a 5-year-old boy or a girl will play a 50-year-old man or a woman. Why? Why?
Sir, because
The first person to give the right answer and give 1 lakh rupees. This was 1 lakh rupees. Okay, why?
well, maybe he's because he will be more like
That is my point is, I come here. The point is very simple again. In chess and carom, 5-year-old baby can play a 50-year, they will have to play a 50-year-old. It's no open category. Why is the question? Yes. Yeah? Somebody can play compound or compound. Let me different. Others don't, we don't have to talk. We are not giving a break.
age is just a number.
Age is just a number, lovely, that's nice.
We can't decide our max age.
Exactly. Okay, that's not the right answer. That's not really the right answer. Tell me.
They will be more efficient. The whatever will make us they won't transfer all the
Okay, I will give you the answer. I think it makes people again. In chess, what do you need to play chess? What do you need to play chess? Interest. I need one hand and zero to play chess. Anyway, I got right. So I don't use my physical power, right? What do I use? Mental power. So in chess and carom, you don't need to have too much of physical strength. So just I make a move, and then my opponent moves, he is not going to use physical power. So mental power is required. To train you mentally takes 1 month for me. So that's what I do. I will train you mentally. Even in carom, the opponent is 50 50 years old, and my student is 5 years old. They have to play. There's no senior, junior, nothing like that. So this girl, whom I told is the world champion, is only 17 years old, and she became the first youngest world champion from Tamil Nadu. Became that. She is from a poor, ordinary country, and father is an auto rickshaw driver or rider or whatever you call. She was living in a small house, and she's become the world champion, and she got the cash award from Tamil Nadu government. What was that? How much? What was the cash award she got from Tamil Nadu government? 1 crore. You all want to earn 1 crore. Anybody who doesn't want to earn 1 crore? Nobody wants to earn 1 crore. If you don't want to earn 1 crore, you will sleep. If you want to earn 1 crore, I will support you. Answer. Okay, I need only 15 crores. The rest of it I don't have to pay. Okay, we will come to the conclusion now. Silence. We will come to the conclusion. I train in chess and carom. How I train online. We will explain you more about that. We are live in my channel. You can get the link from PD. Have you all got the notebooks? Notebooks and pen. Nobody's got notebooks and pen. I requested all the players to have notebooks and pen. Okay. What is the need to have? Notebooks and pen they are all having. Sir? Okay, class 11th and 12th, what you can do is write your names. Even to how many teachers we have here? Teachers? There's no teachers, there's one teacher. Okay, those who are wanting to play the chess tournament, which is due on 19th and 20th of July, You can give your names to all the teachers and sir will take care of that. I will do free training. The free training, how I do, I will explain, sir. Followed by the next month, which is a Carom tournament. You can give your name and write this Carom. I want both your name. I said the entry form is no compulsion. And from there, we will train you. And with my 10 sessions, I can make you a very strong player. That simply means if you are playing world champion is your opponent. You are 10 days old in this, you are just entering this. But how you will play is, you are only 10 years old. But your the world champion has got 20 years of experience. But how you play is you be relaxed. How many of you want to play relaxed game? Relax, play. Whoever the world champion is, what happens? I make one move, he makes one move, right? So I play relaxed game. You might not be able to win it with my training in 10 days, but you always have you do not win what is the next result. You might not be able to win the world champion in 10 days with my training, but you can play relaxed, very easily to play. Or what else? Then they cannot win the world champion. What else can we do?
Just try again and again.
We are playing only one game. She is the world champion playing that. She is my 10 days old student. Just I have trained her. Maybe she is the pressure I have trained her. She is playing white. World champion is playing black. Gaurav is playing black. He is the world champion. We know that he is the world champion, so he is going to win. But how he plays is black. What is calm? What's this?
Having a peaceful mind and ready to do it.
He's peaceful because there's no tension, there's not too much to think. Because who is the trainer? I am the trainer. Who am I? Who am I? I am the founder and president of JSS Academy. And okay, international test order. Okay, my teaching experience, she plays the world champion. She will take 30 to 40 moves, relaxed, fine. That itself is a success. Is there it? How many days? How? 10 days. I am challenging the world champion. My student can tell the world champion. So what he has to do?
He also has to be calm.
He has to be calm and he has to find new routes. Right? He has to find new routes to win my 10 days old student and he has 20 years of experience. Nobody wants to achieve this. Nobody wants to achieve this.